Hello, hello. I'm Agesius. This is my second art stream. As you can see in front of you, we have one moment, one snapshot of the multiverse unfolding in front of you. And we're building it one dot at a time. Camera's a little zoomed out, but if you really wanna get in there on the details, see that? Dots and dots and dots all over the place.
I wanna smoke your hair. Don't worry about your friends, they are smoking drugs.
I have the camera set on manual focus, so please bear with me, but autofocus is just terrible. I don't know why everyone loves it so much. Put your hand in the view. Now it's focusing on the hand. Take the hand away. Anyway, let's get into it. If you happen to be viewing, it's much appreciated if you start participating in the chat. Also, as a longtime habitual lurker, feel free to lurk in the shadows. I want to smoke your hair. The song we're currently listening to is I Want to Smoke Your Hair by the wonderful TFPP. They used to be called Total Fucking Pizza Party, but they changed their name for, marketing purposes, searchability. It's not brand friendly if you curse. And we all know everything is about being brand friendly.
Mentally young man actually believes he can command the building to collapse on his tormentors.
This area needs a little something. Not happy little trees, but angry little dots. You know what I really want is some sort of counter, a live counter that can count exactly how many dots I've put down on the page. Updating in real time, that'd be perfect. Because just now, since the start of the stream, I've added hardly anything, yet I've probably put down at least 150. Welcome to my unintentional ASMR stream. But you know, what am I supposed to be doing? Talking loudly, yelling into the microphone while trying to be precise with all these tiny little dots. Still, the act of drawing, the act of making art is some sort of intense sports event. Did you see that? Did you see that right there? Never before seen. Never before seen. Step counter watch with adjustable sensitivity. Yeah, I probably could train an accelerometer device to detect individual dot placement. My tattoo man. That's an interesting question. I have no tattoos myself. I don't particularly have a big interest in getting tattoos on myself, but I have a huge interest in tattooing people. I haven't done it yet, but I have pretty much all of the equipment that's required to do it in a decent fashion, and yeah, that's definitely something I'm interested in pursuing. Takes a lot of patience, just like it takes a lot of patience to do this. It'd be nice if I could create some sort of a device that just pokes this pen up and down really fast. Though, there is a company that makes these ballpoint pen tattoo cartridge needles. Oh, I don't know, needles. So instead of a pointy needle that you dip in ink and use with your tattoo machine, you can put them on there and just basically automatically do what I am manually doing right now. They're pretty cool. One of these streams I should bust that out. What do you think about AI art? I think people hate this, but I think it's the future, and there's always a job that no longer exists, but for the good. Yeah. It's a complex topic, at least in my eyes. I think it can be used for good. There's certainly many applications where just churning out some art, very specific art, could be quite helpful. At the same time, it loses a little bit of the human touch. Though, of course, I'm sure that's just a matter of time before that improves more and more. I just think it's a little unfortunate that these days it seems like we're using computers, machines, software to automate all of the interesting, creative things, while humans are relegated to acting more and more like computers and more robotic. Like, it's humans that are going around the warehouse in all the Amazon warehouses and manually putting all these things in boxes. But then the computers are off drawing pictures and writing poetry and all of this creative work, which, you know, we're trying to, at least in my head, I kind of assume that we're trying to automate out busy, boring work that seems quite suited to machines doing all of this mindless, tedious, over and over stuff, while humans can then take that free time that is freed up in order to make art, to do whatever it is they like to do in their free time. I guess it doesn't necessarily have to be creative acts. It could also, I don't know, just going outside for walks and things. People hate AI art, but when AI will do medicine and save life, their speech will be different. Yeah, I mean, that's also something that artificial intelligence is quite suited to, is like quickly iterating through variations of molecular structures in order to quickly churn out and find new drugs, new medicines. In that regard, I highly support it. In terms of automating creativity away, I think it's a little more complicated.
The brain span larger than those who made the minivan and raising gram put together. And in this hot weather, I float down the earth like a feather and sit on the leather couch. Ouch.
AI art's also nice for
Trash my ass like a garbage truck, 'cause I forgot the
just generating ideas
stay home another day and watch the ballet.
for artists to then go make themselves. I would actually like it if I could train an AI only on my own art and then just generate iterations of art in my style. And then I could use that as inspiration for doing it myself. That'd be cool, actually. Like I don't want some general AI model that's been trained on everyone's art. I want to be able to curate the training data. Should also take the time to try and automate executive level positions so that C-level people are no longer needed, getting in the way of everything, turning everything into boxes on spreadsheets. Because nothing exists if you can't quantify it. Anyway, King 13, thanks for stopping by. Don't know if you're still there or not, but much appreciated. Curious, always curious how people stumble across this. The AI art conversation always reminds me of a friend of mine in the past told me that my art looks like it's computer generated art. I'm not entirely sure how to take that. I kind of like it. I'm more on the positive side of that one. No, he didn't explain it. But I don't know. All these angular, amorphous blob things, they basically look like every IDM album cover from the second half of the 90s. And I see it. Definitely there's some Autechre album cover influence in some of this. It was probably 13 years ago at this point. It's probably somewhere in 2010. Let's call this guy Poor Dr. Rosenzweig from Cube to Hypercube. Yeah, I'm definitely more on the positive side of that one. Actually, it's kind of funny how, I don't know, these days we're trying to make AI do human-looking art. I mean, I guess we've always been trying to do that, but past year specifically, it's been blowing up. But long ago, up until today, I liked humans making things that look like computer art. Audio, visuals, whatever. This music sounds like you asked a computer to spit out pop music from 2011. You'd probably never guess who made this. This was a live set of mine from 2015. So, computer generated aesthetic. That's my jam. Modular synthesizer plus pop music samples. Live at some bar in Oakland that probably doesn't exist anymore. The Lucky Lounge. Do I use recordings of DJ stuff and old performances for your art streams? I mean, I have a gigantic streaming playlist that I kind of just put on shuffle. Some of my things are in there. I do also have quite the back catalog of weird DJ sets, but I haven't put those to use yet. does it go now? As it grows, the best direction, the best orientation changes. That's okay. That's not as good. That could also be okay. Also that. This one, it needs to grow down more. If I went with the horizontal orientation, not as much. This way it would also still need to be going that way. Blurry time. See that? How close can I get with this lens? That's about it. Look at all those dots. There we go. I think we need to work this way. Make something happen here. Ever so slowly. This is not an action sport. There we go. It's not enough depth yet, but that's usually how it goes when I do these drawings. You need to get the underlying structure down first, the scaffolding. Then once that's in place, that's when you start really emphasizing the shadows, darkening things up. We'll get there. It'll probably take a long time though. And hopefully I don't smudge the ink. I have a terrible tendency to forget what I'm doing and just lay my hand right on nice fresh wet ink and then slowly rub it across the paper. Definitely doesn't help that I for some brilliant reason, filled this fountain pen with very slow drying ink. Though it looks nice when it's actually dry. Another problem with this ink is that, actually multiple problems. It's not waterproof. So if I wanted to color things in later, not gonna happen. At least not cleanly. And it also does not hold up to using an eraser over the top of it. Luckily, I don't usually do a pencil sketch underneath first. I just go straight to pen. Do the gloves minimize that? No. The gloves are more for one small reason, keeping ink off the hands, but mostly, your skin is covered in oils, and when you sit at a drawing for 20, 30 hours, laying your hand on the paper, over time the oil builds up, it keeps building up, and when you start laying down ink on a piece of the paper that has a bunch of oil soaked into it, the ink starts bleeding a lot more. So on a lot of the drawings I've done, ink in the center of the page goes on normally, and then as I get to the edges, which is generally where my hand rests, the ink starts feathering out, bleeding out more and more. Which is not ideal. I would rather that not happen. But you can manage. You just have to get a little more loose at the edges. Most people have tunnel vision anyway, so they fixate on the center of things, and naturally the edges of your vision get blurry, so it doesn't really matter that much. And it's probably one of those things where when you make the thing yourself, you know where all the little mistakes are, all the things that didn't go right. You know where they are. But the people looking at it don't. They weren't there. They weren't doing it. So they don't know what to look for specifically. Until you point it out, then they can never unsee it. So if you're out there watching, never tell anyone where mistakes are in your creative output. Unless you really want people to know. It's also fine. use these pop samples, and this music reminds me of all these little dots I'm making right now. It's like the audio version of pointillism, audio version of stippling. Little brief bursts of audio. I guess that would be more like granular synthesis if you want a more perfect metaphor, analogy. But this works too. Mic handling noise time. There we go. What's nice about having a zipper, it's the perfect place to put a lav mic. Unless you need to fidget with the zipper, then it's a horrible place. Can't fidget if you're drawing. You can always fidget if you're drawing. Look at this. This is nothing but fidgeting. When you have that restless leg that's constantly shaking up and down, it's basically the exact same thing as moving your hand up and down over and over again, just like this. In no particular fashion. Maybe that's the genre. That's the genre of my art. Fidget art. Because it's largely unintentional, mostly improvisational. It's reactive, it's reactionary. There's no real plan to any of this. This music sounds like Donkey Kong Country from Super Nintendo. Fidget drawings. It reminds me that some of the most productive artwork times I've had was working a job that had a lot of meetings that I didn't really need to be at, but was forced to be at. If you're out there in a similar situation, draw during those meetings. For me personally, I think I paid more attention to the meeting if I'm actually drawing than if I'm just sitting there trying to listen directly to everyone. When I'm trying to actively listen, that's when the mind will wander. But if you're aimlessly drawing, weirdly enough, I can focus more on the audio that's happening. Curves. This is the curve area. It's like veins. Musculature. Nervous system. You hear that? Subtle paper moving sounds. Should I turn this into an ASMR stream? Only talk like this from now. Only gonna talk like this from now. Doesn't work so well because I have a noise gate on my microphone. And it's turned up just enough that some of the whispers will disappear. Like right there. No. This might be a quiet stream, but this is not an ASMR stream. I also have a slightly different mix going out to my headphones than what is going out to stream. So I don't fully hear exactly what you're hearing. There's a lot of ambient noise in this room, so I put a noise reduction plug-in on the microphone signal, and I don't know what your audio experience level is, but when you put noise reduction plugins onto a track, it incorporates a latency to the signal. And so in the past I've done quite a few streams just saying screw it, let's deal with the latency. And so everything I was saying, I would hear like a slapback echo of myself, because I can hear myself in Meat Space saying it, and then in the headphones I would hear it again a quarter of a second later. I do have my mic in my headphones. I have the mic signal running into my headphones. In the past, there was a delay. It was probably a quarter to a half second. And they've done experiments of people talking with their own voice delayed to varying degrees in their headphones, and it drives you a little crazy and kind of messes up the way you speak. But I kind of got a little used to it. But ultimately didn't like it, so...
Why?
Now I have one mix of just the dry mic signal going to my headphones.
Why?
And stream signal has the noise reduction.
Why? Why? Why?
So what I hear is more noisy than what you should be hearing. And that I can deal with, because now the latency for me is... I don't know, maybe 10 milliseconds. It's good enough. Nearly real time. Some slight phasing issues, but it could be and has been much worse. pre-effects. Yeah. I mean, actually, I just made a copy of the track, and I initially tried a Monitor Send pre-effects, but because it was on the same track that had all the effects, for some weird reason, it still compensates for the track delay. So pre-effects and post-effects are exactly the same, and since there was a massive latency post-effects, the pre-effects end had a ton of latency as well. So I just duplicated the track and removed the noise reduction plugin, which was pretty much the only thing adding any significant latency. And then I have a headphone monitor submix track, and that only goes to me. And then there's the master track that only goes to stream. It's not the most light audio monitoring method on the CPU, but there's not much going on for an art stream. If I were playing games, that could be another story. Though hopefully the games I would be playing utilize the GPU more than the CPU. Voice completely off in the monitor. I mean, that's certainly one way to do it. That's also how you end up talking for 10 minutes with your microphone accidentally muted. I also just don't like hearing the muffled sound of my voice wearing the headphones. That's how people start yelling in real life. Whenever someone's listening to music on headphones and they're trying to talk to you at the same time, they always talk like this. Well, perhaps that's why Twitch streamers have a tendency to yell all the time. They're all wearing headphones, not listening to themselves. talk like their normal speaking voice is like David Lynch's normal speaking voice. Or no, David Lynch in Twin Peaks as the deaf FBI agent. Cooper! Nice to see you, Coop! I talk like this all the time. Can't hear myself. And if I can't hear you, you can't hear me. So on this stream, we get Bob Ross style. Just like that, yeah. Gonna take a nice, deep black ink. Just make some cozy little lines. Just like that there. Don't get too caught up on exactly where. Just let them flow. Just like that, right there. Oh, so many dots. Takes so long in this zoomed out view, and can't even see the progress. I need a second camera. Or I guess a third. Second art camera. One that's super zoomed in on where I'm working. And one zoomed out. Exactly like Nandre. The Yap Lord. I like this lens. It's got a nice wide angle. It's barely above the table, but we can still see quite a lot of space. Of course, with this lens, it has no zoom. I have another lens with zoom, but it needs to be farther away from the table, and I don't like that. And it doesn't get as wide of a view, even when far away. When whenever I do a piece with lines, colors, then it'll be more obvious and interesting. These little stippling tiny dot ones, you're just gonna have to deal. This stream is for me, not for you. Only half joking. A lot of this is just making sure I consistently work on things to motivate her. And if people happen to watch and happen to enjoy, that's great. My beard is rubbing the microphone. There we go. Lo-fi music. Jazzy. Makes me want to do NPR voice, which is almost ASMR voice. You're listening to 93.1 NPR, listening to the smooth stylings of Modest by Default. It's a 2018 release. NPR voice. We could always do the exact opposite and go Mr. Beast art stream. What up, Twitch? What up, Twitch? Today we're gonna be making art on stream. And if I successfully complete a piece, we're going to cure cancer for 3,000 individuals. Only those 3,000, though. Cure doesn't work beyond that. I always liked this album. It's by Anton Herkwick. Music's pretty much exclusively sounds like CD skipping. Could certainly be a bit abrasive to some. I fully understand if you don't enjoy the subtle stylings of CD skipping music. But I like it. And it's my stream, and I can do what I want. What are we looking at here? Okay. I have to remind myself to zoom out. Take a look. It also helps to flip it.
There's a pretty small man that runs around on his wheels. Just
Can I just flip this in Twitch?
world seems so surreal.
Can't I?
Sleep to the sound of the black sheep. He's really me, and I find out I'm really him. So I'm filled to the brim.
It's always funny how just flipping the artwork
Myself on dry land, you gotta understand with legs and 2 feet. I've got the upper hand.
gives it
Commands to travel to the sound.
an unfamiliar perspective.
Free hassles and coldness that made it by vassals. They cope
It's helpful though.
and of its feelings. Fill the silos to the ceilings with love and happiness. So they can
Alright, let's go back. There we go.
the prescription to the dams of industry.
Real life view, not the mirror universe.
Ball and chain who lost the sight of his brain, and under this condition, he's influenced strictly by intuition.
I'm still liking this view. Keep saying view, direction, orientation is the correct word.
Version of your own mind. The top of the sky with the
This direction I'm not liking as much at the moment, but having done this for many years, I will eventually. Once this area comes into play, that's gonna change the game.
Hello, this is John Wayne.
Same with this one.
Two of my co-stars sing a mighty pretty tune. Thought you'd like to hear them.
In these weary times, TV kids fall asleep. So
This orientation, I don't like that one. I don't know why. It's just not feeling it.
bravado and some call me the gun.
It's off.
I used to consider
It needs to be
heroic 6 shots
something this way
with 1 shot, believe it or
and
not.
expanding out toward the top.
Cause back in the day, I had the accuracy of a pin.
At the moment, this is the one.
Ass like a joint.
Eventually, that will probably
Thought of myself
be
as
the
an old
one.
man for many years now. And I recently decided
But we must always be ready
but that doesn't
for surprises.
I'll take that trip to the store. The people need my fingers, the last of the gunslingers. I unlock my chest and I strap on my old gear. Look in the mirror and know I push fear into any enemy's eyes. Under these gloomy skies and have the courage to lay them down.
Actually, I need water.
I've been on the prowl for many
Be
days. Under
right back.
rays in a maze of haze. I've been caught a hike and don't even know what the bad guy looks like or what I'm following for. But I enter the front door and now I must find the exit sign, which is my enemy's spine. It's quite divine and it's the demand of the people. I scan the horizon atop the steeple, search far but see nothing bizarre as yet. The next day I saw his silhouette and he smoked me like a cigarette. I laid quietly in some abandoned town with a frown. He took my crown and his face down, and I'm no longer around. In my life, I've issued thousands of gunshots, but never received a single one until now. I take a bow, cause it's my final act, the end to my contract. Ripping in pieces, this is my thesis on death. I took my last breath and stored it in a bottle to create the model of myself, then put it on the shelf, hoping someone breathes it in so I can relive my last moment. Right now, I can see my soul jumping from the bullet hole. It's floating away and I know I won't live to see another day.
Alright, we back. Water. Water is life. Bless the Maker and his water. Bless the coming and going of him. May his passing cleanse the world. May he keep the world for his people. That was Dune. Fremen saying about Shai Hulud. Might have heard of him. Everyone loves Dune these days. As they should. As they should. David Lynch did it better, though. I need to go this way. Wait, why is the cameraing? Fun glitch. Somehow I blame Windows.
at a suicide and a financial distress. Politician master, lifeless from the podium. See fingers of bishop stuffed into the mouths of children. Drone of helicopter gunships resonate through the catacombs of the mausoleum. Superstar beam, idol academy programming. Pestilence expelled into jaded reinventions. Ongoing misery, hymnals, beams bounce from satellite to satellite. Child soldiers bleed to death in field hospitals as the market swallow the economic belt and riding in the blood and detestable actions of the few. A series of blurry images from snapshots within the turmoil of the western meaningless days and nights filled with harrowing images coming in from the spell. Torment tumbles and sets in a service of numb.
Finally got this line attached to everything.
Shells pound in the old town as drones glide and insect tones high above the demilitarized zone. Flux cast loud shadows over empty lots and flame signs and fires of burning cars amidst the chaotic swarming of riding lies and deceit. Falsehoods and sick deeds split out between those competing for control. Door for door snared of the darkening play extended through the long loose to torture by manipulated. The packs of women tend robbing themselves out into a vast mosaic of guilt. Distrust the places, try to shout the leason. Even the dead river poison groundwater. Black the crops feeding in a dead ground. Winding onto the war-torn lands as bodies littered up ruined villages since abandoned. War members picking up the fucking hollows of broken lands. This line and beating the medians built them in the signals down to nothing. Worshipping our ornaments of such. Our lives lived out within a nightmare world of black. Sound in the head, narrowing our walls, stripping language of its meaning. Calming and steep in the mind, assume of ourselves to be free. Leaping into the reflective pool and trying to describe how it feels to a beating reflection. Stepping back from a mirror left undone. It doesn't escape me, nothing escapes me. Fucking killing me. Been out here, steadily and justly ongoing race of misery.
Atlantic Woolly. Come here. Come here.
When you've gathered up the plans together, you remove their arms with a knife. I never asked once, I never get done.
The cat is demanding I get him.
Placed around you, I'm writing mixed intentions, experimenting with perfection. Put the limbless bodies aside in a bundle near the fire. Wait the 7 days until your heart is hardened and your body feels desire. The glory
Cat time.
of darkness into joy.
It's probably impossible to see him. You can see a foot here. He's the black kitty that blends in with all the other black objects.
All along the way, all along the way. Generation of dementia trying to explain what it all means. When we look into the darkness, we will see ourselves looking
You need somebody?
into jeans. So don't worry about the problems now. This will all make sense when we're looking back, reflecting with the barrel-aged red Flemish ale and a cigar as we stare into the burning sun that will in great strides outlive the world that we are.
Yeah, you're a good boy. It would be nice if you knew how to sit in laps like Clantequil, instead of having to actively hold you at all times. What do you think about that? You kind of like this? You're covering the microphone with all your fur. Saying hello to chat. All right, run free. Not there though. Run partially free. All right. I think we need a straight line. Go this way. Maybe a little more spotty, a little more spaced out. Harsh angle this way. And repeat. Many, many times. Ilke. That's a good one. If you're a fan of glitchy IDM music, hip-hop influenced, highly recommend Pistachio Island by Ilke from 2001. That was probably the peak IDM era, like 99 to 2002. And of course, a modern resurgence of really nice IDM happening as well, because we're reliving the 90s. There we go. See, now just adding that right there. Change the game. And if you like what you're hearing now, this is Trans Upper Egypt. Highly recommended if you into like jammy, proggy rock. Coming back to this side, even though I want to be working over here. I think it's just closer to where my hand comes to the page. But if I want to draw right here in this orientation, it's a little more difficult. Mostly because I don't want to just smudge all this ink right here. It's kind of, when you do it in a drawing like this, If you don't want to change the orientation and you're using slow drying ink, I'm going to start at the top left, or if you're right-handed, start in the top left, work your way down, which is kind of the opposite. If you're tattooing, you have the stencil on your person, you want to start bottom right and work your way up so that you don't rub the stencil away on your way down. So I guess we can turn the page slightly. This wrap around this little line just a bit. Probably can't see that zoomed out like this. I'll bring the paper up in a second. Quite a different experience when you're close up on it. I can have these little interlocking, intertwined, veiny things are looking. Darken this line up a bit on this edge. Emulate some sort of depth in a way. this. Two distinct entities. Usually don't do too much of that as the drawing's taking shape, but as we get further along, I start focusing more and more on that. Right now, the big question areas are what's going to happen over here and what's going to go on up at what is currently on top. Not too sure. If only I planned things out in advance. But where's the fun in that? We gotta improvise, people. It's not really automatic drawing, where you just kind of thoughtlessly create marks on the paper. There's aspects of it, but there's still some pausing and reflection. It's not just stream of consciousness. There's an element of composition coming into play. Just not nearly as much in the early stages. Here I go again, working on the side that I didn't really want to focus on at this point in time, but we gotta let it happen. It's Goose Baby. What we up to? Well, we're drawing the multiverse. One dot at a time. You see all the branching paths and how it feeds back in on itself and goes off into infinity. No, I don't know, I'm just making that up. We're making abstract art without much of a plan. I'm not much of a planner when we go into this, but we're just risking it all, going straight ink with a fountain pen. It's hard to see zoomed out like this, so I'll bring it in. I gotta manually focus. There we go. See, we got lots and lots of little tiny dots all over the place. And I am just trying to figure out, oops, get my better focus. Trying to figure out what to do, as always. It's kind of like solving a puzzle. I say this all the time about my art. It's like solving a puzzle while you're also making the puzzle itself at the same time. Anyway, how you doing? What are you up to? Goose baby? I'm mostly trying to figure out what should happen over here. And other than that, we're just chilling, listening to some tunes, chatting with people that come around and chat. And me occasionally exclaiming random things into the Twitch ether. Wondering if anyone's listening, wondering if anyone sees. If yes, that's cool. If not, that's also fine. I'm working on art. And that's what matters most. I keep telling myself I want to work on this area, and then I promptly go and start putting dots elsewhere. This is a classic procrastination method. Is it fear? I don't know. Maybe a little bit. But we must not fear. Fear's the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. Let's do it. Let's do it. It's actually really nice having the camera view of the art. Looking at it on the screen is just a lot different than looking at it when it's right up in your face. In a good way. I just want to fly. Sugar Ray. A late 90s classic. Not in this context, of course. The original song. That could be a good orientation at some point as well. Still not feeling this way. Though it's a little better than earlier. This could be okay. Depends what happens over here though. This one's still the winner for me. This orientation. It's probably number 2. Okay, I thought the audio stopped working for a second. This needs a little more curvy shape. Round it out a bit. You hear that? The lav mic can pick up. Shoulders cracking. There's some audio gore for you. And let's finally get back to work on this area. Working anywhere else is just putting off progress. Well, not exactly, but like I've been saying, this area is going to have heavy influence on what the overall thing looks like. Alright, this music's going on for a long time. Let's just go to the next song. Deep Puddle Dynamics. I Am Hip Hop. I'll tell you, in my personal opinion, Deep Puddle Dynamics, the album The Taste of Rain by Neil, one of the best hip hop albums of all time. It's a little out there, but if you're looking at the screen, you can probably tell I'm into a little out there stuff. Deep Puddle Dynamics, Soul, Alias, Dose One, all from Anticon, along with Slug from Atmosphere, and then various production duties.
trap. Death stepped up to. Sorry, just alcohol. Thanks anyhow. It's just been one of those days. Alcohol. Yeah, could you not sell cigarettes in a bar? And I wonder where those two wild women are. Have gotten off.
Alright, it's taking shape. I kind of like that. I kind of like what's going on right here. Oh, I need to adjust.
Thank you, Jesus Christ, this place is. Now that's a foxy young lady. She'd only put some clothes on. Enough, I'll stay put and just vend in the meat market.
Let's get a little
That shit's pretty
some more
I can hardly hear his voice.
round curves over here.
Nasty, too bad I can't hear the words. Damn, like he couldn't have just walked past. Oh, and the stare too. See, everybody wants to show you how big them and how little they think. I'll be if it is. That's that chick trying to get on. She's high, man, it's hot as balls in here. Why'd I wear this? He's got a knife. Is that blood? He's, oh my God, I've never been this. That's blood. He's dying. Somebody,
Oh my God, twisting and turning. What's that sensation of burning? No need to just witness some spoken words, but now I'm learning that I can't step into the outer limits of my abode without kids acting hard and staring, glaring. Yes, I'm in the daring mode. My girl debated me going out at this nocturnal time. She said that I should just chill, stay in the house and ride around. I disagreed and ventured out, totally against all of her wishes. Stated that if I went to this particular venue, I'd later be needing stitches. But my manhood and the need to ease my mind has forced me out to check and see what this up-and-coming lyricist is all about. Arrived at the show at 9:45, had saying these kids are live. We didn't line to pay my fee to take my entrance to this dive. Already performing up on stage, these kids outside spoke truth. The rhyme sayer had the crowd by the balls, but left in the DJ booth. Final manipulation is complex in the body of its sound. Mesmerized and higher, elevated on the shoulder, I feel a pound. My right side is the right side, connected accidental. He stared me in my vision and taken, said something about knocking out dentals. I paid no attention to his words, cause pursuing any challenge brought forth at this point would be absurd. I saw no familiar faces in the sea of goatees and baseball caps, which is finally me, cause this ocean is filled with mindless
Continue this curve here and go under. And probably go something like that. Mat flying around. Probably go something like that. Ugh, that was a wobbly line. Gotta pay attention, people. It's back. Darken this one up since it's in the back. And we need some separation for the parts it's interacting with. Oops, sorry. It's another problem of mine. I like to get right up. I get my face right up into the paper. I do a lot of drawing at tables and desks and things, but my favorite way to draw is lying flat on my stomach. Like a kid on the living room floor. That would be kind of nice. Set up a streaming, get a streaming setup that it's just on the ground. Unorthodox streaming setup for unorthodox artist. Oops. Getting a little too dense right there. What's that? Okay, that doesn't look too bad zoomed out. Don't really like it with my face right up in it though. I'm gonna ruin it. No, that's fine. There we go. Yeah. Cool. Alright, what are we gonna do with this? Feeling some straight line. At least one, maybe three.
With the wrong kind of schedule, I somehow change position.
Yes, yes.
I stop from feeling something abstract to feeling less. Feeling nothing more than something, honestly, I confess. It's been
You see that? You see that? Play the game.
and me acting like a nutcase makes me so strong. I have the balls to say it. The way I chose a year ago, I had something to do with people. Surrounded by them also now. It's a detail I forgot to mention in a sentence where everything is suggestion for me to get to the point, and I won't, cause I won't have nothing to do in entertaining you. And that's for when it ends. For now I give you hints, and that's it.
Thicken this up. It's a couple rows.
She writes compliments, can be interesting. Situation where you're in my shoes and I'm in yours. Looking for a living your best to tell you the words. Documentation of a situation where killing moods is the only choice.
Maybe.
Standard tone of voice.
A little branch coming off of there.
Matching idea in the adverse, they pop in the night, which fade away. But they don't. People blame, never been better in the moment, I've upset her.
Interconnectedness.
True, I guess. It was my intention. Treat essential, giving out a damn.
Not in a hippie way.
Piece of reality. It's obvious, but not
It's a literal thing.
compromise my style, not even a clue. Walking out of my these oversized shoes and talking for a while until I can amuse. But what should I choose? My news should be news.
We should talk in native tongues you wouldn't comprehend. So we use our second language and our common senses. Communication lost in dictionaries. If I don't learn, then my throat might burn and cause my chest to cave in. There's a hole where my heart used to beat, and there's a hole where my mind used to speak.
Now it's quiet.
Yeah, you can almost hear the silence erupt. But somewhere in the background, distorted drums drop and teach me the essence of life in the presence of time. That seems to move anti-clockwise, and I'm so confused. Turn myself inside out, then I spill my guts. Someone told me it's built on trust, and all I do is translate thoughts while humming a tune. The most beautiful summer moon, giving me a place in the spotlight.
Let's do another one of these
To isolated sounds that only I can not
bent branches.
something in the background before the drums stop, and I wake up wrapped in a soft blanket, though it's still dark. Imagine all the things that I would keep inside if I don't talk. I repeatedly.
Pure somehow I chose my words selectively, and the best of me can be whatever I decide to share. I try to get a grip on it, but somehow unaware. Since the spirit, a few sentences of change exists to create a violence, and they show you already been clear.
Linguistic limitations are behind the corner laughing at my fears. So if I gave you my soul, would you deny me to exist?
Here we go. Just a little thicker. The bass here. That's what she allegedly said.
You bastards! You vicious, heartless bastards!
And now the sound of John Denver
Okay,
being strangled.
let's do this. Let's get crazy.
Thank you.
What is wrong with you?
Like a nigga like works in a workshop with that blonde hair that I compare.
You see that? Psychotic. What am I doing here? What am I doing here?
She has a crush on Dennis Rodman, George Clooney, and she wants to do it.
Nah, we'll be perfectly fine.
Corners of her room, she'll soon be merged with a rich man. And brunch table is always ready for lunch, and she's happy with this 6 months, so it's okay. So it's all okay.
It's all okay.
Once again, something wonderful in my life has been turned into a giant crap fest.
Gold, iron, lead, nickel, silver, tin, zinc, electrician.
I feel so utterly exposed and vulnerable. I'm not in that fun, spanky way. What's the matter with you people?
Machine God made me a man.
I don't think God's doing a lot of bragging about it either.
You know, in person, I don't really like this curve thing. But looking at it on the screen, kind of like it. What wins? What supersedes the other? The physical object directly in front of you, or the digital representation of the object? More people will probably consume the digital object. Look at it myself. Yeah, it's just better far away. But when you're getting your face up in there, something's not quite right. It's just a little, some angry little dots. Is relatively parallel, but not quite. In frame, kind of. Darken them just a little. A little chaos shadow dots. Give it some depth, give it some spice. Spice must flow. Let's continue this a little further. to do here. This area has come along nicely. Now I'm just wondering how we connect this to the larger mass. I don't want to go that way, but I don't think that will be right. Not that there is a right. I think it'll be less effective. Let's clear our mind of it for a while. Go somewhere else. That's the magic of things. Just leave them for a while. Let it exit your direct thoughts. When you come back to it, at the very least you'll have slightly fresher eyes. Those are actually some of my favorite pieces I've done. Ones where I start them and then let them sit there unfinished for months and months. Years even. And then you can come back to it and finish it. I think it wouldn't have been as good if you just plowed through it all right there. But I guess that's just an assumption. It can also be good to just plow through writer's block, artist's block.
In the belfry, and I don't have a line here. Parade and sleep for a mean, merely flourished in ending. But I'm
that's still a good orientation. That's still not. That's okay. Winner, winner. Yeah, still this way. This way.
and suction spouts. Won't be a heat lamps in lieu of. Won't be a heat lamps in lieu of. My sister the toy drum. Skin gone stretched to the friends are all empty. Boys been had it. Big through their green tea. Girls got mad the bags for some candy, and you know I hate to tell them it's not Halloween, not Halloween, not Halloween. It's not Halloween. It's not.
some delicate lines.
It's all so fleeting. It's all so fleeting. It's all so fleeting. It's all ask, not know.
To come like droopy down this way. Be careful not to smudge. It's unfortunate because I like going this way with my lines. To get over here, naturally I want to lay my hand right in the middle of the drawing. But we can deal. Let's go this way. It looks so faint on the camera. That's all good. We will thicken that up eventually. Get a little starter curve line going there. Oh.
And we're here at the wormhole we all
Help guide me.
First place, born to an advanced race. The depths of space. And he stands.
It's a little wobbly on that curve. Could have been nicer.
Right, high and low. And you're standing center stage, turning the page of the script, but you just skipped a vital part of the play, and you don't even know it. Here's the seed to success, so go and grow it, cause you're lost in space, like the NAS.
We have to declare holy war against what we see every single day.
Alvo Vision. Thank you for the raid. How's it going? What's up? What have you been up to? We're just here putting many, many tiny dots on a piece of paper.
Your girth is lifted.
But yeah, what's happening?
Towards a new supplement of plastic.
What do you think this is?
Wrapped in an orange peel up, perhaps.
There are no wrong answers. Nice stippling work. Thank you. I've spent this probably, how long have we been gone? Yeah. It's probably like 5.5, 6 hours worth. Let's get a little closer. See, we're here. Getting lots of little dots.
Within the void of your own mind in a semantic bus, you admire the plus and minus signs. Finding the back of the children's spines, it all defines an advanced equation.
Did a bit of art as well. Nice, nice. Drawing anything in particular, or drawing, painting, illustrating, analog, digital. Yes, it can also be hard to motivate myself sometimes to sit here and just do all these freaking little dots. It can feel so unproductive at times when I'm just sitting here for 5 minutes straight, just going like this, going like this, going like this. Then you zoom out, look at the camera, and it's like nothing has changed at all. Trying my hand at something in a Baczynski kind of style right now. Nice, nice. You have any pics? What you were doing? I'd be interested in checking it out. Guess I could always look at the VOD later. If you have your VODs up, I don't know. This song feels too intense. Yeah, sure. Post some links.
You screwheads.
More than welcome.
A man who would not take it anymore. A man who stood up against the scum, the cunts, the dogs, the filth, the shit. Here is someone who stood up.
The government is nothing. It's all a lie while we're out here suffering. They turn the blind eye, hang the politician by his necktie, cut off his air supply to his computerized brain. This is my campaign, whether it's legal or not.
Back to dots, 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 dots.
But don't panic, I'm 100% organic. No metal objects in me, I guarantee I'm a homegrown MC. Unelected official is just an artificial throne upon a plastic throne with the heart of stone in an empty space with no soul. Just a console controlled by a higher power than the stem of the flower when we're through suits and ties. But we're the roots, and if we devise a plan to cut the base down, we'll
Let's get a little darker with this here. Bigger dots.
There's a new type of evolution.
Wreak some havoc on my hands.
Revolt and start a revolution, and it's time to take a stand. Forgetting pushed around, falling to the ground like a government.
Gets really tiring. These fountain pen get some thicker dots. You really have to push.
Fighting to the end for
Well, with this nib in particular.
but in the end it's all apocalypse to me. Apocalypse to me. I can't sit here no longer and watch the world fall. It's coming to an end. All these politicians trying to hold us as one, but united we stand. Divided.
There we go.
So now we take a stand.
Government officials, political issues, and people that brainwash the system with the shit they distribute. I can't let this continue no longer. I gotta put an end to. Be stronger, fight to the end for all the shit I've been through. I plant a seed inside and watch the roots they intertwine. As your life, it lays inside my hands. So choose your future and view it through your own demise. Exactly what's wrong from right, depending on where you lay the lines. You got your own mind, you got your own opinion. You're not obligated to live your life on someone else's restrictions. So stop pretending that we don't live in a world full of hatred. I'm facing the nation all alone. I don't need no one else's help. I'm doing it for myself, being devoted, hoping for myself freedom. Just searching for another reason. Only have communications that I relate with, and truly half of them I only believe in.
Interesting song transition.
Are in the curtains are open, out comes bears can fade fur. Got my hands stuck in my pants, I'm my own mannequin. Spotlight on my face.
Last year.
So when the board is far, the crowd keeps me hostage. Nothing feels
Nice. I like that. That's super cool.
Rebuild another snake. I should have screamed at the lake that it didn't feel safe in the first place. I do all I can and still get speed off.
I like the flowiness, the drippy, drip, melting. That's super cool.
Spotlight blinds my eyes, reveals my fears inside, but I decide
Click that other one.
judging people I will fall.
Ooh.
Students seem to breathe my neck, and all I can do is frown as hard as I concentrate, so the student won't come down.
Nice.
But signed up, they'll be with her. Now's the kissing part.
Need to get my face closer to this.
I can eat choice of pink bikini teens. I'll get me a time for a small guillotine because all the doctors I've seen only prescribe anti.
That's super cool. I really like this.
Clean, I got time to waste.
To wake up new days, wars to fight. I found my face. I hold on to memories.
Well done.
Did my thing with shadow animals with my hand. My talent was my
I wish I was better at drawing things. Quite a way to go, yeah.
It's not easy to fake the tears. It took years to get it straight. Now the moment has come to cry my monologue of fate. But the words are gone. I fall on my knees and hesitate.
Very nice, very nice.
I refuse to lose, but as you came, show.
Congrats. I'm looking forward to seeing how that pans out.
Spotlight blinds my eyes, reveals my
How long have you been doing art?
judging people I will fall.
Oh no, there's a hair stuck in the ink. Okay, got it.
Jump around the stage like a madman, leave the trees, but
I got a horrible story for for you. But I can tell it since I promised, but I'll spell it.
Fewer things more dangerous than a hair getting stuck in wet ink.
But I'm still bleeding at the night time.
Decades, yeah. I've been drawing a lot of tiny little dots and a lot of straight fine lines for quite a while as well.
You dress like a Dixie duplex and your dukes. I got a bag for my tools, label box full of nukes. I got a place for my
I don't think I can say multiple decades yet. Maybe decade and a half.
It'll suck the life from me. My job is the death of me. You think the rebirth I need. I cut down the giving tree. In Spanish, my grades were D's. Will I make it
I think of them mine more as doodles. Advanced doodling.
I'm living up in a gas plant with $10 billion of equipment. I'm heavy pimp. Molten gold in your handshake. I'll pass on a cold deliver responding to do what you told.
How'd you stumble upon my little neck of Twitch here? Always interested hearing how people come across my stuff here.
Tattooed a hyperlink. It's the URL to your favorite anime forum.
It's only my second art stream.
With a 404 on your forehead.
It's exciting.
Dead, but you're a billboard.
Still don't like disorientation. It's a little better now that I've got this little curvy thing.
People like this? People enjoy this? What the fuck?
Hey, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. I'm literally the first one in the lowest to highest sorting. Love it. Love it. Well, gotta start somewhere. I'm glad you found me. But yeah, I have a tough time browsing the art section. There's just so much VTuber art going on, anime style, manga style. Not that it's bad, not that I don't like it. It's just I'd like to be able to filter that out to find other things. It's like there are these little nice gems sprinkled out amongst a mass of people making VTuber avatars. Maybe I'm just jealous that they're good at doing that. Maybe I could if I practiced. That's how most things work. Practice. Recently switched to a silly ping tuber for purely drawing streams too. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the use of a PingTuber avatar or a VTuber avatar. It's more I'm not super into watching people draw manga stuff, anime stuff. Though I usually like the end result of all those things. I like anime. Saw two that looked interesting. So it was between me and someone else. Victory. Or just a coin flip. But yeah, like I was saying, I follow some artists that use PingTuber avatars as well. It's nice. It's also got to be nice to not have to deal with a face camera on top of art cam. The real human one. For now. Until the AI takes over and destroys all of us artists. I actually kind of like some AI art. What are your thoughts on the current landscape of AI art? Earlier in the stream, someone dropped in, just quickly said, "Are you a tattoo man? What are your thoughts on AI art?" And then just immediately bounced. I don't think they even stuck around for me to answer. I wasn't fast enough like an AI. And I speak slowly. I personally I don't know. I kind of like some of the AI generation art. But then once you look at a lot of it, it kind of starts to look samey. And I don't like that all the training data was essentially just appropriated without permission. Yeah. Fair enough. If you wanted to, feel free, but I absolutely understand not wanting to type lengthy stuff into a Twitch chat. Or anywhere, really. Typing's no fun. Short some good with a lot of bad. Yeah. That's probably also a good summary of my overall thoughts as well. What I really want is an AI. I said this earlier. I want an AI that I can completely curate the training data and and I would just train it only on my art and then have it spit out tons of versions of things in the style of me. Just for inspiration, though. Then I would go and try and mimic what I saw. But yeah, I don't want an AI that's like, yeah, I'm sure that is possible. Have to get into the depths. But I think it could be interesting. I remember a friend of mine a long time ago. Okay, yeah, you're out of here. See you then. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for picking me for the raid. Hope to see you again. Have a good night. I'll try and stop by one of your streams as well. Actually, I don't know if it's day or night for you. It's night for me. See you. much. Let's maybe do some kind of ringy things here. Here we come. Thicken this up just a little bit. Some more rows of angry little dots. Just like it, yeah. Eventually, let's just do it now. Let's darken up this edge. Give it a little separation. right, y'all. I think I'm gonna call it a day. So, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time. Probably tomorrow. Probably go on earlier tomorrow. I meant to go on earlier today, but no, things happen. So, that does it for me. Bye-bye. I think we'll probably raid Doomfruit. Just for funsies. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one watching right now, so just by myself. See ya.
On any ordinary day, I find myself reconsidering my path. It's the cross that's on my back. I sort of wish it wasn't like this. I wish I had a handle on the gift and I understood the price. Kind of think I'm gonna die soon. I think I've gotta finish what I can and just simply let go. I think about a girl or two. Think about you. I don't know what I'm going to do. Well, but nobody should care. I think I move to Sweden, hang out with fancy people, and write down my adventures in a blog. After that, I'm gonna lose all my access to computers, and then I'll have to record all my thoughts in songs. I see a person roughly my age, drunk, staggering along in the dark morning rain. Anybody could just spend their whole money, count slowly over a period of life. So they are album making, getting their answers. The same people could just make a new choice. Fortune is found in the daily bread. And won't you know that you'll continue to live on an avenue full of attitude? I turn around, my back is facing to be rude. I don't see you, but I still hear the sound. Out your mouth is picking noises, it's rendering down the project, compiling all the thoughts from the top. Might be hard to deal with, but you are hard to deal with. Later write about this in my blog for you.
I love you guys.
I know what you did last winter, I was there remembering entering traditions, promising and wishing. Christmas shopping, commercial rip-offs, we had never enough. Something much more lost, St. Patrick's same as last year.